Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Old Try Hard Gaming with me, RollCaseTV. They say of me, he does the best he can with what he's got, which I admit is not a lot of talent, but it is a whole lot of running, running in the snow running, doing jobs and hauling trailers and big trucks and little trucks and vroom, baby. Run, 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 run. That's a better sound than vroom. I play a lot of racing games. Okay, so I am on my way to see what I need for this one task. And then I got another truck that's prepared to go do that task. I did discover this, right? Yeah, that's the little caterpillar. I'm pointing this way, so I might as well just go around this way. And out this door and that way. Okay. Turn that off instead of turn it on. Let's go do it before I drive the big Mastodon over there empty, not knowing what I need. It'd be easier for me to just take the little Scout over there. It'd be faster for me to just take the little Scout over there, find out what I need. And if it turns out that what I need is something that's right next to where I need it, well, then it'll be a waste of time, but probably will not be. Yeah. Don't tell me I accidentally put, not paying attention. Sorry, Clenchhorn. If it turns out that what I need is now this little icy hill might be an issue for the other truck, which does not have the big Mastodon does not have ice tires available to it. That's something that I do use my GMC Brigadier for, which is one of the other vehicles I use. In case you don't know, this is the first video I've seen of this series. This is a restricted mode series. I am playing on normal mode and I'm playing on hard mode, which is why it's an easy mode. One of the other things that make it easy is I'm only using DLC vehicles that you purchase up front that you do not find on any map. Which is more expensive. I don't recommend that you necessarily buy those things, but I bought them because I could, because I got the game on a super discount. There's something here I should be checking out. No, just residentially. It's just a drop-off point. But I might as well drive over here. Oh, that's where I'm delivering the containers when I get them. Well, that'll be a short place to deliver them. I'll make them just down the road there. And is it just residential area? It's not number 1, number 2? Just residential area? Okay. So I have fewer to deliver. Now, I will go ahead and not borrow the other ones from the other map. I could. And that's kind of the exception to deleting cargo off the map when I'm done. Because they have a purpose to being there, so I'm not going to delete the cargo. So that's a bit of an exception to one of the other things I mentioned, which is part of 100% for me is taking back all the trailers, selling them, using only temporary cargo, which means tearing down all the framing sites, using that cargo. There's limited cargo in any warehouse using that cargo. And if push comes to shove, and I've used up all the temporary cargo, I'll use permanent cargo if I have to, but if I need cargo that there's no temporary cargo for, but if there's no jobs and I still have the temporary cargo, then I will go around and delete that cargo. So if there's cargo on the map, or I'll try to use cargo on the map first, but if push comes to shove and there's something in a warehouse, then I will delete it from the map, because I'm here to strip the map bare. Okay, what do I need for this task? Landslide on the highway. Oh no! Our only paved road is blocked by debris. It must be cleared soon, otherwise we'll run out of food. Oh my goodness, you run out of food? Well, that's really important. Maybe you should pay me more than 4,500 buckaroonies for it if it's that important. Come on, get those starving people working. Get those hungry people, plowing the fields to raise some more cash so that you can pay me to do this important job. Wait, is that kind of immoral to say that? It's just a game. Again, wooden planks. All right. Good. I was hoping it would be that. I didn't accept it yet, did I? Does that accept it, or do I have to come back here and accept it? I don't think it actually accepts it. I have to go back here and do it again. Accept the task. And yeah, I might as well start tracking it and do the other one. Okay. Now, I'm not going to get the wooden planks of this truck, but I might as well pull this truck out of the way of the truck that's actually going to do the task. And now, is there a drop-off point on both sides? The truck that is going to do it is the ZiKZ that's here. And now, I'm not afraid to move it back to the garage if I have to. But I want to see where wooden framing sites are. If there's no wooden framing sites on the way... Oh, I got rid of that marker. I want to go back here. The marker there. No, that didn't grab it to it. Why am I not... Grab it. This is where I'm going. Here. One side or the other. I don't know where. And where is my truck currently? Okay, I'm in the ZiKZ. So here I am. I want to get there. There is a wood framing site right here, which is closer than the garage. There's also a wood framing site right by the garage. Which will get me there. But because that one is close to the garage, I think the better thing to do is to come down here. And there is a way through here. Tear down this wood framing site. Because this is a little bit more out of the way. The one close to the garage, it will be the easiest one to get to from more locations. So rather than restoring back to the garage and then using that one, I think it's better to grab this one as long as I'm out on the map and it's pretty easy to get to. So. And the thing to do is this: I have this task and then one more construction task. Well, like roadblocky kind of construction task. Clear debris, build a bridge type of task. Open up the map type of task. And then I think I'm done. I mean, there might be other ones, but I only have this one and this one. So and landslide in the highway is what I'm doing now, right? Yeah. So we will get this done in quick fashion. Post haste. Pip pip. all that stuff. Hope Swift. I don't know. I watched a lot of old movies in my day. I'm old, but I was born after World War II, so there are old movie references. I was born when talkies were the thing, so. All right, let's do it. And apparently I got to back up. Let's back up. And I should have plenty of fuel. I got plenty of fuel on me. Don't need to worry about going back to recovering back to the garage to get fuel. The other thing about 100% is not only do I make sure I use everything on the map, and if I can't use it, I remove it from the map, leaving behind only footprints and tire tracks. Also, I map every pixel of the map, and that, boy, if you're watching the last, let's see, last episode I got something done, but the 3 episodes before that, which I could tell you what numbers those were if I scroll back far enough. Episodes 76, 77, 78, those were almost all just scouting the map to try to map every pixel on it, because that's part of my restriction. I have to map everything that I can. So I've had to make exceptions for that as well. In this map, I'm going to have to use a truck that is a map fine truck, because there's no other truck that can do the job. I looked at the DLC trucks to see if there's another truck that could do the job, but it's not. This little Caterpillar Kelly lift was forklift is one that I think I can bypass. I don't think I need to use. Where am I going with this next? Where did I say I'm going next? Oh, to the wood framing place we go. Yeah, so I go out that way. All right. Yeah, so sometimes I can't use all the cargo and I end up having to delete it. But retrieve all the trailers, sell them back. Eventually I'm going to have to go retrieve that prototype exploration unit that I have sitting there. Whoa, this was an upgrade site. That's how I found this framing location, right? That the upgrade I just got within the last few episodes. The one that is totally worthless to me because is this the framing site location? It is. Sorry, buddy. Nice house you got there. Be a shame if somehow you lost it. Oops. Oh well. Eminent domain. Eminent domain. I got the paperwork right here. You got a judge to sign off on it. Do they have that concept in Canada? Eminent domain? That's a U.S. thing. Probably have the same concept, maybe name it something different. Now, don't take anything I say as being a for or against any kind of public policy. We don't talk about, on this channel, we don't talk about politics, we don't talk about religion, we don't talk about Ford versus Chevy or Coke versus Pepsi. Those are the forbidden subjects on this channel. And as I've added to that list, of course we can talk about pineapple on pizza, because that's not really a conflict, that's just a meme. But I live in Minnesota, so you want to get into a subject talk between Ford trucks and Chevy trucks, you better be prepared to sit down for a while. In the parking lot here at my apartment complex, you see a lot of both of them. And, you know, Subarus and the occasional Toyota truck. I don't know if there's any Toyota trucks parked here. They've probably all been towed, but any of the foreign ones. I currently drive a German car. I don't have a truck. I've mentioned this before. It's an all-wheel drive car, though. It's the first foreign-made car I've owned, and the foreign location was made in was Canada. I was desperate. Every other car I've had was American-made. Not always American. I had a Honda that was made in America, but the other cars I had have all been Saturns. I love Saturns, but my last Saturn, I keep cars until they literally run in the ground, and this one almost did literally run in the ground, at least the front seat. It had such a big hole in the floorboard that when I started feeling the driver's seat swaying back and forth, I knew I need a car today. Unfortunately, I had to make an emergency run to the prescription drug, the chemist, the drugstore. So I was driving very slowly, leaning forward as far as I could in the seat because I was afraid to lean back. I'd end up on the road. I had been putting off. I knew I needed a new car for a long time. I had been putting off. So I didn't have a lot of choice of what car to buy. Fortunately, I had actually ordered a car from cars.com, but then I decided to check my email, and that day, or maybe the day before, I got an email. I don't check my email all the time. I got an email from the mechanic I use to work on my car, who often gets cars in, you know, to service, and sometimes people sell, you know, you're looking to buy it. So he had a car, private seller, and it was a Audi A4 all-wheel drive, and made in Canada. So yeah, I'll buy that. I don't have much of a choice. It's better than I had the cash. It's better than financing a car from cars.com and having to put up with all that nonsense. More car than I need, leather seats, all kinds of nice. Only problem is it's automatic. I would prefer to have a stick shift. I think every one of my other cars were stick shifts. I don't remember about my Honda. No, I think my Honda wasn't automatic. Anyway. But I took what I could get. It's hard to find manual transmissions these days. What are the other actions? Is it change truck? Show task. Well, I already know what the task is. And you need 2 wooden planks, and I just happen to have 2 wooden planks. So let's collect my small amounts of cash here. Thanks for your help, Took. I don't think anyone could have done it better. Or for less money, apparently. I shouldn't complain. If you were just starting, that would be a significant amount of money. But this is the 5th region. The reward should be better by now. No, except I have 6.5 million credits. 4,000 is not even a rounding error. So, you know what I do wish they did? I wish they went up higher than, what is it, 30 levels? There's no reason not to increase the max level with each DLC. I mean, maybe technically there is. Maybe it's referenced in so many places in the code, it's not worth trying to change it. You might break something, but I mean, they should be up to, you know, add another 10. 30 was based on 3 regions. Add another 10 for each region. Now I could go up to 50. You don't even have to block new content. Just have that number go up. That's the dopamine, man. Yeah, I'm at level 50 now. Woohoo! The other part of my 100% is that everything I've done has been on stream and in YouTube. Asterisk. The asterisk is I actually did between episodes 1.6 and 1.7, and I regret doing this now. I did some grinding out of levels using a food delivery contest. And since it's a normal game, I can do contests as many times as I want. And I did that off stream, and it was about 6 hours. I wish now that I had dedicated a stream to it, and then I could have uploaded the whole thing as a bonus video on YouTube. It would make horrible YouTube content, so I decided to skip it. But it is definitely something that I would have done regardless. I play RPGs. I'm a grinder. You know, I'm used to that kind of thing. So now the last task is to get over there and find out what that thing is. Can I assume that it needs more wooden planks? I can't assume that. But because I don't know what it is, I'm going to do the same thing as last time. I'm going to drive over there with the Rezvani. And it seems like a reasonable... It's like a tricky way to go, but it seems like it's a reasonable way to go. There's snow and stuff, but rather than going up and around, yeah, it's a reasonable way to go from where I am. I can scout the roads out too then, but or I could always recover back to the garage because that's something that I do a lot. I feel no guilt about doing that, none at all, because I'm playing easy mode. I think I've got this right. In case you're wondering, how are you setting markers on the map that aren't at the end? It's pretty easy. You just use the same button you use to add markers. This I have a feeling I have not visited. Yeah. But you use the same button, so in my case it's the right trigger button, and if you put it on the ribbon, you can move it around. Usually, sometimes you'll run into a bug, and you have to then rotate your camera until you can do it. You also can do the same technique in order to delete a marker. So if I want to delete this intermediate marker, I can just highlight and do the same thing. But again, sometimes you have to rotate the camera to do it. That part is annoying, which is why I think they don't put it in the help text at the bottom, because, you know, it's unreliable. And so, do we fix it or we just take it out of the documentation? Well, obviously, we just take it out of the documentation. What's the matter with you? I was a professional software developer for years, and writing. Now this looks like an icy slope. This might be difficult for that big truck. Writing commercial software, not like internal system software. So I know all about bugs becoming features. All right, and that will open up that gateway, and I have no idea what it is that I need, so I'll get over there with the scout truck first. And I won't do it at night, though. I'll do it in the morning. It'll still be a little dark, but it won't be as dark. Oh, and the truck is in my way now. Can I force my way past him? If I get the tires up on the ramp, I won't I won't tip over because the truck will save me, right? Oh, no, now I'm going to be on the railing. I will have to move the truck. Get out of the way, buddy! Yeah, let's see if this works. It might work. This game is weird that way. Not even close. All right, change trucks. The game can have some weird physics. Let's pull over to the best of my ability here. Yeah, without tipping over. That tipping over is the best of my ability in many ways. But let's get out of the way. I'm probably going to turn this thing around anyway, because I am going to use this truck to go back. But now, here we go. Now I can actually turn around. And this is an icy slope, so I may not turn around. I might just let myself slide backwards down the hill. All right, let's go. Let's do it. We got it now. We're on the case. Let's see. When are you watching this on YouTube? It's probably mid-January, maybe late January. The first Saturday in February is my big mid-season marathon stream. I do that every 3 months. First Saturday in, I did not have all-wheel drive on. First Saturday in the months of February, May, August, and November are approximately, that first Saturday falls on the week of the halfway point between the solstice and the equinoxes. So it is literally calendar-wise. Oh, I've been here already, right? No, this is the metal framing set. I just wanted to visit it, but I probably already knew it was there because it was on the map. Anyway. So yes, the first Saturday of those 4 months, Twitch exclusive, twitch.tv/RollCageUnderbarTV. And once again, I will say, if you know the guy that doesn't have the underbar, I've been looking for him for years so that I'll pay him money to change his ID because I want it without the underbar. Everywhere else, I don't have any underbar. I mean, it's okay. I'm fine with it, but I'd rather not be fine with it. But yes, Twitch exclusive on those days from noon until midnight, U.S. Central Time. And I know a lot of times marathons are 24 hours. One, I'm an old man. That's not healthy for me. Two, I would do it anyway because I don't take care of my health and I like staying up late. But three, and most importantly, there's a curfew in my, I live in an apartment complex with a curfew. So midnight is as late as I can stream. And if you think I'm getting up at midnight the day before, you are a crazy person. So it's a 12-hour marathon. I suppose one of these days maybe I would start it at 6 a.m. But if you think I'm getting up at 6 a.m., you're also crazy. I could do an 18-hour marathon. But 12-hour marathon. It's still a long time to talk solidly without shutting up. It is a long time to talk solidly without stopping, but, you know, whether I was on stream or not, I would still be talking solidly without quieting down. Just ask my roommate. I got the gift of gab, as they used to say. Which is why my roommates spend all their time locked in the rooms. Well, not locked, but in the rooms with the door closed and headphones on. Over-the-ear headphones, of course. And as I joked once, not only do they have not only are they in a closed room with over-the-ear headphones playing loud music, they also have drilled holes in the headphones so they can simultaneously put their fingers in the ears at the same time. Anyway, I'm sure it would be more efficient to just use earbuds underneath the headset. I did that when I was streaming before. Now I've got a wireless set that can simultaneously do attach to the console and the the tablet at the same time. But before I had a wired set for the console, and then over the ear, then I had earbuds, corded earbuds attached to the tablet so I could hear myself back. But now I do it all wirelessly, and it took me a while to get to doing it wirelessly, because I know wirelessly, especially Bluetooth, can have some issues with drops and lags and stuff like that. I'd much rather have a wireless, more practical. But then I got a second tablet. Actually, it's a third, fourth tablet. I got a new tablet that, much to my anger, not just chagrin, active anger, didn't come with a headphone jack. What is the matter with you? What is this? It's not for my convenience. It's for your savings. It's not like you're charging me any less because it doesn't have a headphone jack. You're just making it less functional, trying to make it seem like it's all new and slick and yeah, well, you know, it's for your convenience. No, I have for my older tablet, not my newer one, but I still have a 3.5-inch floppy drive, or 3.25-3.5-inch floppy drive for one of my old tablets. Still has XP on it. I had to pay extra for it, but of course I'm going to pay extra for it. If I could pay extra for a headphone jack, I would. But you can't get even an external headphone jack. If anyone knows where I can get a Bluetooth, a reliable headphone jack converter that uses Bluetooth, so I could plug the headphones in, but you know, it would have to use Bluetooth at some point. I would like to have one for the microphone, because the microphone sounds terrible. Even this good microphone sounds terrible with the Bluetooth, because they think if you want Bluetooth on your phone or tablet, you don't want to record anything, do you? You just want to listen to music or something. No, you're wrong. I want to be able to record voiceovers and stuff. But I might actually be able to, I haven't experimented, but I might actually be able to, I've done that already. I might actually be able to plug it in, because I've got a PC compatible receiver, and I haven't tried it, but I've got a cable that converts the charging port to an actual USB import port. So it's possible that I can plug the receiver into that and use the wireless connected to that. I haven't tried it yet, but it's a maybe. It's a big maybe. It's compatible with PlayStation and PC, that transmitter. You need a separate one for Xbox. So always buy the version labeled Xbox if you're not sure, because it comes with 2 transcoders for each. Otherwise, you buy the PC version, you don't get the one for the Xbox. Anyway, it's the same price. Not sponsored, but Turtle Beach. I love their headphones. But yeah, if it's compatible with PC, then it's usually compatible with Android accessories. Like, you know, you can plug a keyboard in, you can plug a mouse into your charging port as long as you've got the converter cable. So I'm hoping that maybe it will also work wirelessly that way, but I don't know if Android iOS has that capability to recognize an external you know, an external headset, whatever, or any other wireless thing. But there's a decent chance. I gotta test it. So far, I haven't had to do a voiceover on the new tablet. I ran out of room on the tablet I have now. Much to my chagrin, and it wasn't chagrin, it was anger. Well, it became anger when I found out the only tablet I get to replace it was one with a new iOS that won't import half of my apps. I'm going to see if I can get someone to like downgrade the iOS on the new tablet. I know I'd have to root it, but I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to break my warranty to do that. Certainly on my old one, I'd be willing to break my warranty so I could actually... Brick framing site, okay. Where is this supposed road now? But I don't know if there'll be a place that will do that. They might say, "Oh, we're not allowed to do that." But you know, if you pay this guy, you know, the official technicians in the store it's part of his job. He's not allowed to do it, but he knows how to do it. And if you want to meet him in the parking lot after he gets off work with $50, he'll do it for you, and then you never see it again. I would not. I don't think I would trust someone who says, "Oh yeah, I could do that for you," and then here, just hand it all over with $50. I bet you could get more than $50 for a couple of tablets. And unfortunately, the Android 11 tablet that I use as my main streaming tablet, I mean, you could still get more than $50 for it. But it's the most memory I could get, the most hard drive space or whatever drive space, internal SSD space I could get. Now, I could get a bigger SD card, but the bigger, whatever kind of card it's called, external card. But unfortunately, the app that I use that's available to me, that's the best app available to me, can't write to the SD card for its cache. It can read and read from the SD card very easily. And in fact, the app can be installed on the SD card, but for its working space, it needs the main hard drive. That's probably some Android restriction that causes that, which means I need to free up a lot more space. And unfortunately, I do have other apps that can't be moved to the SD card that I rely on that take up a bunch of that space. And every time you upgrade an app, it increases the amount of space you need. It's one of the big offenders is Microsoft 365 or whatever it is. Microsoft Outlook, and this is on all platforms. Microsoft Outlook locally stores all of your emails from all of your email directories, not just your inbox, all of your emails, including all attachments from all of your directories. It stores it locally. Now, if you got a PC with like a huge amount of space, that's fine, but I can't store all of my emails on my drive, and guess what? You can't change the storage of that to use the SD drive. Now you could delete all the local data, but then if you use any other Microsoft thing, or you open it up again, it'll just go ahead and re-download it all. So I uninstalled the Microsoft 365 on my one tablet. Frickin' Microsoft. There's reasons to dislike all major companies. All right, let's stop the engine again. Show this task. What do I need? I bet it's 2 wooden planks. This ravine leads to the semi-flooded foothills, or used to be more precise. Now it's nothing but a heap of rocks. Or if you clear them, we won't have to take a detour to get there. Well, that's good. I will accept that task. But what are the details? What's it called? Rockfall in the ravine? Either way, I got to go to the map to see what I need. Two wooden planks and the metal beams. Metal beams. All right. Well, I can get a metal beam right here. So I actually don't have to. Oh, yeah. I want to put a thing back on here. I can get a metal beam right from here. So all I have to do is get wood from somewhere on my way there with my other truck. So I won't worry about getting a trailer. I'll just make 2 trips because the one trip will be extremely short. So let's get in the Rezvani. Oh, that looks like it's pretty close. Did I put the marker here? Oh, it got rid of it. Okay, that is pretty close. That is very, very close. It's kind of weird down the mountain, though. How do I get to this? Is that train tracks or is that road? That looks like road. That is definitely road, and there's a metal framing place right there. So all I have to do is get wood framing. Oh my goodness. I might do it today. Not during this episode, but I got another hour after this episode. I got about 10-15 minutes left in this episode. I should have enough fuel to do this. If I don't, the Hercules can come back and refuel me. Oh. I guess the best way to go is through here. And then, well, I got a couple of options. One of them being just going back to the garage. Then I know I'll be refueled. Now I can go up this hill. That's not a problem. Would it be faster to go back to the garage? Probably. It looks like I'm going to be going right by there, because going down this way doesn't look like it gets me any closer, does it? Oh, actually it does. Okay. I'll just keep going this way. Now, where would be the wood framing site? That's also a question. I do have extra fuel on me. It's not a lot. So I will check that. That will be a consideration. I'm going all the way around this mountain. And I've been out doing a few tasks now. Yeah, so this might all change my mind, but yeah, that looks like it's over an icy rock. So let's not go that way. Let's keep going this way. And so far, I haven't seen any wood framing sites. Metal framing. All right. Now, where are the wood framing sites? Here. Here. Oh, It's not much off the path I would be taking. Let me see how much fuel I have. Hello? Why is it not taking me there? I'm already there. Oh, I got 77. I should have plenty because I can refuel right now with the 65 I have. Yeah. Wrong button. This button. Yeah. So I've got plenty. I don't need to go back to the garage. Now the question is, nope, don't hit the B button again. Question is, what is the best wood framing site on the way? So let's go look at that. And then by the end of this stream, end of next hour, I will, well, those look like they're exactly on the way. Oh, that's probably the best one so far. That's number 3. That's going the wrong way, but that would be convenient from the garage, maybe. That's also convenient from the garage, not from the truck. It's way less convenient. That is way less convenient. Okay, so let's go to the third one. That's not the third one. This third one. Okay. Yes, I'm going to end up going right by there. So, let's drag a marker out here. I think that might be train track, so I'm not going to go that way. And then double back, and double back, and there we go. Let's straighten this out. Okay. That's my path. How far can I get in the next 5 minutes? Probably not very far. But I can get to a more picturesque location. Maybe. The more I get done in each episode, the fewer episodes there will be. This is Icy Road. I might want to put this in reverse so I can brake easier. Or put it in manual, I mean, so I don't accidentally go into reverse. I got up this icy road, so I'm proud of that. Did I or no? I kind of came up the other way. That's right. I didn't turn the truck around after I delivered the yellow. Let's see. I won't get the whole thing done, but that's a framing site. Whether I've been there or not doesn't matter. It's still on the map. It would just be gray on the list, but I'll stick it. And that's the wooden place. This might have been a place to back into, but... Oh no! Another nasty letter from the Department of Highway Control. Use my P.O. box, buddy! I'll always buy more space. It's okay. Any citations, go to my P.O. box. How much does it cost to, like, continuously increase the amount of space you have in a P.O. box? I mean, you don't have to necessarily use a post office P.O. box. You can, it depends on the country, I'm sure. But here in America, there's a lot of public most PO boxes aren't from the U.S. Postal Service. They're from, you know, private organizations that give you a PO address. Give you access to a PO address that they have. What am I doing? Not that way, this way. Maybe it's not an actual PO address. Now that I think about it, maybe it is a. There's one way to turn this truck around. Yeah, maybe they are just an address with a routing number or something. It's gotta be some kind of address. Anyway, yeah, what do they do to sell you more space? I'm sure there's a way to do that. I mean, they probably don't want you to actually leave an empty PO box. I mean, a full PO box there. You know, can probably go to, you know, some kind of storage facility. I need send all the citations and tickets to my storage facility address. That sounds more like it. Okay, let's see. Cargo management. Wooden planks, thank you. Do I have enough time to get there? Almost certainly I do not. I'm at 51 minutes already, so I think I'm gonna actually stop the engine here and leave the lights on. Get a reasonable view for taking a break. I am going to take a break now. If you're watching on Twitch, I'll be back in just a few minutes. We're going to do one more hour on Twitch. On YouTube, though, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. SnowRunner releases on my YouTube channel every day of the week at noon U.S. Central Time, which is almost always 6 p.m. 1800 hours in the UK, and almost never 0600 hours the next day in New Zealand, despite being 12 time zones away. But it depends on the time of day and the time of year and all that good stuff. Time of hemisphere, etc. So, all right, folks. Twitch, stick around. Got another hour to go on the stream. YouTube, for you. I'll see you in the next episode. Either way, yeah. See you then.